Hey, this is Coffee with Friends, and I am raw to the bone. Let's see what the vibes are today. I keep getting in trouble with all of this music, Mm, but I can't help it, y'all. Mm. IG kicked me out yesterday. Happy Tuesday. I know it comes around really fast, but here we are again, another day. Mm. Mm. Hey, So Blessed 2021. Come on in, come on in. Mm. Good morning, Kings. Come on in, get your coffee or your tea. I'm just prepping. Let's see what's next. Hey. Thank you, So Blessed. Thank you. I wanted to rock some color, and so that's what I did. Good morning, Yoga Girl Side. Good morning. Come on in, come on in. I'm still waking up. I'm still trying to get over the fact that the weekend came and went so fast. Really and truly, I am. I I feel beat up. You know, they say when we work out, hey, come on. Thank you, Angel. Good morning. Thank you. See what some color do? Good morning. Mm. Come on in, come on in. Let me stop this music because yesterday I was jamming to this music. Oh God, I'm still trying to wake up. Y'all could probably see it in my eyes. I look so tired, right? Um, but IG was like, no, ma'am, we are not putting up with your mess. All right. And so they cut me off yesterday, so I have to be careful with the music because it just interrupts my show. But good morning, good morning. Happy Tuesday. Let's gather. You know, you know me, before I get into the topic and as people gather and come into the room, all right, I talk about some things. Hey, McCliver, good morning. I talk about some things. And so, who knows that actor, Kalen Walker? Now, I'm not really familiar with him, but the story behind Kalen Walker. Hey, protagonist, good morning. Hey, Johnny Hill, good morning. The story behind Kalen Walker is strange and scary at the same time. Now, Kalen Walker played in the movie Kings with Holly Berry, right? And he also played in Superfly. Johnny Hill, do you know who Kalen Walker is? The actor. This is you know what? You should be talking about this tomorrow on your show tomorrow night, Arts and Crafts, Johnny Hill, because Kalen Walker is an actor, a young actor, might I add, who has played in some nice little tidbits, right? And he has now been charged with rape. Yeah, Angel, I really didn't know him either. Now I'm trying to figure out. Now I got to go and watch this fucking movie Kings with Holly Berry because I need to see what the fuck who the fuck he is. And Superfly, I thought I sort of knew Superfly, but I guess I didn't. But I'm gonna have to go watch because Somebody commented on my post and said that he's crazy anyway based on the parts he played and how good he plays the role. Now, Johnny, this is why I need y'all to talk about this shit. All right, the fuck. Okay, we got actors in the industry. Now I know they're human beings, just like pastors, supposed to be all godly and shit, but they be raping little boys and sleeping with the ladies in the church. We know this, right? We know we're human beings, so human beings are gonna do human beings type shit. Hey, Fire and One. Hey, Miami Mercedes. Hey, Rashmi. Good morning. Fire. People are gonna do human shit. So I get that. I get that. I do. Hey, mother, good morning. But I mean, come on, Kaylin Walker, you're an actor. You need some help. This is when I say there's a lot of motherfuckers out here that need therapy. This motherfucker done went around and raped, allegedly. Well, this is what he's being charged with, right? Several women. Now I got to go back and watch the movie and see who the freak this guy, Kaylin Walker, is. He played in Kings with Halle Berry and he played in Superfly. So I just wanted to. We got a lot of crazy people in this world, y'all. We trust a lot of people based on their good morning, Cheryl Lee. Good morning, AG. We trust a lot of people based on the type of work they do, right? Now, most motherfuckers, they see a famous actor or actress, they run up to the motherfucker, they want autographs, but this motherfucker a whole rapist. Mm, I don't know, y'all. I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, that was my little tidbit on Kaylin Walker. So I posted the article for anybody that knows who he is, watched his movies. Be careful. People out here crazy. Hey Pat, good morning. People out here crazy. All right. Oh, wait, I'm gonna save another little tidbit for after this one. Okay. But the COVID numbers, y'all. Okay, I just want to say this. I was in the city this weekend, Saturday, right? Saturday, yeah. Yeah, Saturday. Was in the city. And we were on a train. AG and I was on a train, right? And it amazes me. Now I know wearing mask is a choice. I know that. I know wearing a mask is a choice. Why I get an attitude when I see people not wearing a mask, I don't the fuck know. Okay? I be looking at them like, why the fuck they don't have a mask on? They're so disrespectful. They need to have a mask on. But it's a choice. Why do we get so mad when we see other people with a mask without a mask? As long as you have your mask on, right? As long as you have your mask on, that's all that should matter. But I get so damn. You said protagonist. You said you stay without a mask. Mm. All right. Well, I just want to say this. We were on a train and a whole slew of people came rushing through the door and AG was at the door and I panicked for him. Now I had my mask, okay, on. We both had our mask on, but it was so many people that came charging through the door and half of them didn't have mask on. I looked at him and I was like, I got his attention. And when we locked in eyes, right? When we locked in eyes, he came over to where I was standing because I had more free space, but then he dragged us to the other side of the train. I'm just saying, guys, listen, be careful. I know the masks are a pain in the ass. I died 3 times climbing up the stairs in the subway system. Okay. I died 3 times with that mask on in a hot ass subway system. But just know this, the numbers are rising, y'all. Not that many people are being hospitalized, but the numbers are rising. Okay? So just be careful. Whether it's your choice to wear a mask or not, just be safe. Right? Just be safe. All right. Hey, Veronica Madison. Thank you, boo. AG said, I just saw on the news that you don't have to wear a mask on the plane anymore. Yes. Thank you for mentioning that because I also posted the article on that this morning. United Airlines announced that you don't have to, they relaxed their mask mandate. There are some domestically, the mask mandate is relaxed, but internationally, based on the country's mandate, you may or may not have to wear a mask. All right. And so I just want to say, be fucking careful. Hey, Pat on YouTube. Be careful. All right. Johnny said, I'm not familiar with him before the allegation. Seen his face, but don't know much about him. We'll do a little digging. Yeah, because the fuck. Okay. All right. No vaccine, just thugging. Okay, protagonist. So you didn't have the vaccine and you're not wearing a mask. Okay, continue to be careful, whatever it is you're doing. Protagonist says, I never believed in the story, but I do practice good hygiene and exercise and eat good fruit. Okay, well, then do that, whatever it is. Johnny said, China ain't playing. They put one of their biggest cities on lockdown because of their COVID numbers. Yes, they did. Yes, they did. Okay, we're not talking about locking down at this time, but our numbers are rising. Not that many hospitalizations, but our numbers are rising. So just be careful, y'all. Just be careful. I'm still the fuck paranoid. I'm still the fuck paranoid, all right? I am. I'm still paranoid. Okay, Junior, we've got some people who believe in conspiracy theory, right? So, Junior, good morning, Junior. Junior said, because it's at a point that it's a belief. But I wonder why we have to be covered up. Like now we are almost unidentifiable unless we are chipped. Do you find that you can't recognize your friends? I mean, I can't recognize the strangers anyway, so it don't fucking matter unless they're doing some criminal activity. Right. But again, you know, Coffee with Friends is one of those platforms, Junior, that we don't shit on other people's beliefs and what they believe in. Right. And so, listen, I respect people who don't believe in the virus the way that it's being projected. Right. I just say do whatever it is you're doing to maintain safety, whatever it is. Okay. They don't believe the virus story. Yoga Girl sigh. Okay. I don't believe in COVID being a pandemic. A true pandemic would never be optional mask. Well, I don't know, right? Because I can't really say what it would be and what it wouldn't be because I don't remember the last pandemic, right? The last pandemic we had was the flu, was it? And I don't remember. It's a difference when we have a spread of a virus, versus one that has been deemed a pandemic, right? I don't remember being engaged in a pandemic where the United States was on a lockdown before. I think this was my first experience. So I don't know what the mask mandate was in the past. I don't know. Hey Theo, good morning. My Miami Mercedes says it triggers me when people choose to do reckless behavior that puts me into danger. I mean, can't they be risky and considerate of others? Go swim with the sharks if you want to live wild. Well, you know, they be swimming with the alligators now. They done moved the fuck up. They not just swimming with sharks now. They swimming with every fucking thing. All right. But Mercedes, I'm with you. But I be inside and in my feelings when I see people with no mask. But then I have to talk myself off the ledge and remind myself that it's a choice, right? So people, try to have patience out in these public streets. Try to be safe and move accordingly. Okay, don't start no fights. Hey, Glamour 47. Hey, One Reliable Sim. Veronica Madison says some airlines know, but the president has it in place until May 3rd. Mm. Me too, Theo. Me too. Listen, AG and I listen. The other day we were heading into the city and he had his K95 mask on. I don't wear my K95 mask when I'm going to hang out. I know that sounds weird, right? Because I can't breathe in that shit. So when I'm going to hang out like drinking and shit. No, I wear 2 surgical masks and I carry extra. All right. We were in the cab, in the Uber, digging for extra masks. We both had extra masks. We keep our mask on, but that's our choice. That's our choice. So Blessed said, but you still have to wear the mask on the MTA. No, you don't. We were just on the MTA. They didn't, half of the people didn't have masks on. And I was on we first, before we can get on MTA, we took New Jersey Transit bus into Port Authority, and I watched everybody that got the fuck on that bus. One lady got on the bus, no mask. I looked at AG. I said, she don't have a mask on. Why? Why am I in my feelings about other people in their fucking mask? I need to mind my business, right? And so he said, well, did she sit behind us? I said, no, the lady behind us got a mask on. So some of us folks are still paranoid out here in these streets. I'm just saying. The fuck. I'm just saying. Cheryl Lee said, Yoga Girl side pandemic. He just shortened it. Cheryl Lee said, crime has definitely gone up. Desperate times, and the mask makes it easier to commit these crimes. Great point. Great point. Now imagine. Years ago, we weren't able to walk into banks with a mask on, right? Security, the cameras, they needed to put a face. You know, how is Big Brother doing? You know, the government doing the facial recognition shit. They can't see us because we got masks on. That's a great point. Crimes are easier to commit. Junior said it's getting worse than serious. Than serious actions. Protagonist said once they said each business can mandate their own practices. I say, yeah. If I ran the country, it would not be optional if it's truly killing people. Well, it's not killing people right now, not at the masses that it was in the beginning. So that's why I mentioned in the beginning that although the numbers are high, a lot of people are not being hospitalized. All right. Thank you, Yoga Girl Sai, because I was confused. Yoga Girl Sai said none of us alive has ever experienced a pandemic. I didn't want to say that because, where Protagonist said, he never heard of that before. I was like, but where did this happen before? Like, I never had an experience of a pandemic. So I have no learned lessons, not one. I don't have a learned lesson to share, not one. Okay. Protagonist said the train asked everyone to wear it and no one takes it serious. I was there. I was there. AG and I was there. Mercedes says, I don't wear my mask if people are socially distancing. Even before and after COVID, I think people are cootie spreaders. Yeah. Now, if I'm walking down the street outside, I take my mask down. You know, I need to breathe in the fresh air. But if I'm in the train station, my mask stays on. If I'm in the store, my mask stays on. All right. The fucked up shit about that though is when I go to check my bank account, like when I'm out and I don't feel like remembering my password because facial recognition has spoiled me, I got to take my mask down real quick so that the phone can recognize who the fuck I am. So annoying. Okay, so annoying. Oh, okay. I did see that update, Rashmi. I did see that. How's that gonna fucking work now? I gotta go check that out. iPhone has an update where you can unlock your phone with your mask on now. They must do it by your eyes. Cause I'm like the baby. I be in the store like this. Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, and put my mask back on. It's too much. Protagonist says I'm one of them on the bus eating a beef patty. I'ma fight you, Protagonist. He said, how I'ma eat my beef patty with a mask on? You can't. You can't. Just like the plane. Just like the plane, right? When you flying on a plane, they make you put your mask on. But then when you go drink your water, eat your food, everybody mask is off, right? Yeah. Junior said, I think part of this comes from a hidden truth and creating a fear. Possibly. Don't know. Can't say. Right? We are all experiencing this shit together. Hey, V Jules. Good morning. Mercedes says, laugh. That is Florida swimming with the gators. Yup. The fuck. Theo said, I don't even talk about it anymore. Everybody should do what they feel comfortable doing. Just keep your distance from me. And that's a period. All right. So moving on from the mask, because these are just my tidbit conversations. I didn't expect that one to drag out as long as it did. But okay, that's the mask conversation. But the one final conversation I want to have before I get into the topic of, and y'all know where I got this topic from, and not everybody has to have kids to be able to answer this. You can answer this based on if you had kids or when you were growing up and you were a kid. All right. And so my question to you is, what is an appropriate age to start dating? Right now, I see on social media a lot of people circulating this article, and I did not want to share the article. I did not want to show the picture of the article because I'm kind of funny when it comes to kids, right? And talking about children and showing their pictures and their faces, right? But I did see the article and I did click on it where for Easter, a couple, their 14-year-old son had a date for Easter and it was another boy. And they show the pictures on social media of the two little boys hugging, giving each other a little kiss or whatever the case may be. And people are talking about it on social media. So my question to you is, at what age is an appropriate age for your kids to start dating? Right? That is just the question. Or what do you think is an appropriate age for you for kids to start dating? I say kids to start dating. The fucking word kids and dating just makes me uncomfortable. It does. It makes me uncomfortable. But I'm asking, right? I'm asking. Thank you, Glamour. You like the color? Cognac is, that spicy cognac is like my favorite color in the hair. Okay, I love that color. Anytime I can experience it, I will. Mercedes says, laugh out loud. They don't need face recognition. We walk around with our phones tracking who we are and what we do. True. This is true. This is true. Wade's kids? No, it wasn't Wade's kids. It was another unfamous couple. It's circling around social media. Maybe I'll send it to you later. I just didn't want to post it because I'm funny about kids. I don't want to make it about a specific kid. So I didn't want to post the picture, but I do see other podcasts talking about, this family that posted pictures for Easter. Um was it Wade's kid? It wasn't Wade's. It was some 14-year-old, and it wasn't Wade, because Wade's son dresses like a girl now, right? So this was two boys at 14 years old on Easter, right? And so my question is, at what age would you start allowing your child, or what age, listen, I'm gonna be honest, I started at 13. I did. And my mother wasn't happy with it. So I'm asking you guys, at what age do you allow your children to entertain friends that they like? I'm going to put it like that. I'm not going to say boyfriend and girlfriend, friends that they like. And when I say entertain, that means you are hosting, taking them to the movies, you are hosting, taking them to dinner. You are contributing to them spending time together. All right? Let that marinate in your head for a minute, because the picture circulating around social media, a lot of people gravitated towards that picture because it was two boys that was out, and they were hugging and they were showing affection, right? And so I'm trying to find out if the shock factor is that the fact that it was two boys, right? Or if the age 14 is truly too young. What was the real issue with the picture that people have, right? Is it the age 14 dating, or is it the fact that he was 14 and he was dating same sex? What was the shock value? All right. And so that's my question. But as y'all are thinking about the answer to that question, I want to say this. The Popo in New Jersey, and then I'm going to go back and read the comments. I want to say this. Yes, he's dressed. Oh, okay. Yes, he's dressed like a boy in the picture. All right. I didn't read the details. I don't think. Oh, it was Dwayne Wade's son and his boyfriend. Okay, see, I didn't read the thing because it didn't matter to me whose kid it was. I looked at the picture. I saw people talking about it. I was on the fence with whether I even wanted to discuss it. I didn't want to tag really a name to the kids, and I didn't want to show a picture because I didn't want to make it about a certain kid. So but I did want to say that I did see the picture. I glanced at the picture. I didn't focus on whose kid it was. And the first question that came to mind for me was, is 14 an appropriate age for your child to date? I don't give a fuck if it's the same sex or the opposite sex, right? You know, I didn't look at the picture and go, oh my God, it's two little boys. I didn't. I didn't. And so I'm trying to figure out what's the shock value. What do we think the shock value is for most people? Is it the age of 14? Or is it the fact that it was two boys? I want to know. I started dating at 13. My mother didn't like it, but I had my baby daddy. I started dating my baby daddy at 13. Okay? And I was pregnant at 15. It wasn't right. It wasn't the fuck right. Right? But that's my story. Right. Okay, that's the story. Okay, so Yoga Girl Side said this is the story. Looking at the picture right now, Dwayne's son, who identified as a girl, was kissing this girl who identifies as a boy, allegedly. It's too confusing for me to comment on that. So that's why I left the question general, right? At what age? What's an appropriate age, right? Because I can't argue with the same sex or all of that confusion. That confuses me, right? But it did make me ask the question, right? Because I've had some friends that have entertained their kids going out with partners that they like at a young age, and I'd be like, "What? Huh?" But then I forgot that I too was out there at 13 talking about I like him. But as an adult now, when I go back and when I look at my grandchild, I say to myself, at what age am I going to be okay? Good morning, Hearts of Fire. At what age am I going to be okay, right? With my grandson telling me, because I'm already past my son. He did it young. But at what age am I going to be okay with my grandson coming to me going, Chunk, I got a girlfriend. Like, I got to figure out. Now, I ain't the mama, but still, the fuck. So think about that. I'm gonna go read these comments, okay? Um, but yes, Wade's kid is a boy. Yes, he is. And the boyfriend used to be a girl. Okay. They just seem so young to used to be a girl or used to be. It just seems so young. How did you used to be and you're only 14? I don't It's too confusing, and that's why I just wanted to keep it. I know, protagonist, and it's so unfortunate, right? And that's why I didn't want to focus on that. Protagonist said everyone is mad at the two boys, and that's why I didn't want to focus on that. And I wanted to focus more on age. And the reason why I wanted to focus more on age is because if we are saying that 14 and 15 is an appropriate age to date, why are we looking at these kids side eye, right? We know in this particular case who Wade is, who Wade's son is, right? Why do we look at, if we know that the LGBTQ community is out here and it is what it is, right? If we are saying that at 14 and 15 it is okay for our kids to date, then why are we mad at these two boys? Why is that? That's why I didn't want to be a part of posting it, because I didn't want to post the picture. Because kids, I'm funny with kids, right? And I didn't want people to come under the picture making comments about these kids in a derogatory way. All right. Um, yeah, Rashmi, that goes to tell you, I saw the picture and I was like, oh, never mind. I'm not even engaged. I don't recognize Wade's son half of the time. I don't. And I didn't read the story, but it did make me ask the question, at what age is two it is acceptable for us parents? So Rashmi said, I think 15, 16 is okay to start dating. Kids are going to start developing those feelings and we can't stop them. No, absolutely not. We were kids at one point, right? And that's why I asked the question, irregardless to what we can control or not, because we can say 15 and 16 and they can start dating at 13 and 14 and we don't know about it. But my question is specific. When will the parents, you as a parent, or if you were in a position to have children, what do you think, at what age would you be okay with it? So Rashmi, I'm assuming when you said 15 and 16, at that age, right? If Chunk is dating at 15 and he likes someone and he goes, Ma, can you drop us off at the movies? That is okay with you. You're going to facilitate getting them to the movies or getting them to go eat and picking them up and shit like that. Or you know what I'm saying. You'll be okay because they are 15 or 16. Okay? Yeah. AG said 1918 was the last pandemic. If you let me know. Wait, it says if you live through this one, God bless you. Right, because I was like, I don't remember there being a pandemic in my lifetime, but I've been wrong on here several times, and y'all had to correct me several times, right? And so I didn't want to say nothing. So that's why I said I can't say if masks were ever optional or mandated or mandatory or not, because I don't remember being in the middle of a pandemic. AG, get off my live. Veronica Madison said, funny, I just did my update with the mask on my phone when you started talking about it. I need to do that shit because I be in the store like, hurry up, recognize my fucking face. The fuck? It's ridiculous. I love that passionate people. Hearts of Fire always says, good morning, passionate people. I need y'all to know she says that. I love that. Johnny said, my kids can date when they ain't kids no more. My daughter started dating at 15, 16, and it was hell. So not going through that again. Nope. Wait a minute. Wait. Johnny said, my kids can date when they ain't kids no more. When they not kids. Because my son to me is still a fucking kid. I think I'm just starting to feel like he's an adult. So when are they not kids anymore? And then you said your daughter started dating at 15 and 16 and it was hell. Why was it hell, Johnny? Why was it hell for you? What was so hellish about the dating experience? I want to know. Hey, Glam Fine Closet, good morning. I know. You know I'm good for it, Veronica Madison. Pat said, I wear my mask and a bee catcher's hat on the plane so I could eat and drink. Okay. Okay. Mercedes says 15 years old, but go on group activities. Okay. So Mercedes is saying 15 is a good age, a decent age, but they need to go on group activities, not no one-on-one shit. Okay. We would have to discuss sex and precautions, but I guess it depends on the child's maturity level, right? But y'all do know that some of y'all scared to let the opposite sex in the house because y'all don't want y'all kids to date. But as y'all can see with Dwayne Wade, some of them are liking the same sex, right? But we don't monitor. How often do we go in our kids' room when they have their same sex friends over and check on them? I'm just asking. Hey, Wealth and Success. Hey, Tammy. Hey, Tanya. Hey, Matta Pilt. Matta Pilt. Okay. Hey, Uhu. Uhu said the age for them to start dating is 16 to 18. Okay. That's the age you set in your house, 16 to 18. AG said, of course, it's both age and two boys, but it's mainly because it's boys. And that was the point that I was making, AG. But is it because it's boys? Because I'm going to tell you no lie. You know, I don't know if I would be okay with my child having a date at 14. I don't care if it's same sex or opposite sex. I don't know. I'm on the fence with that. So that's why I didn't focus in on the picture, because I knew that social media was going to focus on the fact that it was two boys, right? But still fix their face to come here and say what age is good to date, right? So nobody on here said 14 years old yet, which is okay. right? But I have to ask this. If Wade's son was 15, if Wade's son was 15 and that same picture would have circulated around social media for all those that feel 15 and 16 is an appropriate age to date, for all those that said that, if you would have seen that same picture and they would have said they were 15 years old and they went out on a date for Easter and they were with their parents, what would y'all say? What would y'all say? Because I think the issue that people had with that picture is because it was two boys. And that's why I didn't want to show the picture here, right? I didn't want to show the picture here because I didn't want it to get blurred with the fact that it was two boys. Now, to me, I don't give a fuck if it was two boys or a boy and a girl. To me, even at 15, you're not taking no picture in front of me smacking your lips with your boyfriend. Y'all gonna stand there in y'all Easter outfits and look the fuck right and take a picture. Y'all not hugging up and doing all that intimate shit. I wouldn't allow it at 15. So the thing for me with that is I might let my kid have a date at 15. But if y'all are out with me, y'all ain't hugging and kissing. The fuck? I'm not promoting that. Okay? I don't give a fuck same sex, opposite sex. I'm not promoting that. And that was the issue I had with the picture. I didn't give a fuck that it was two boys or whatever the situation is. One was a boy, one used to be a girl. I don't give a fuck. Okay? The point is that let our children, be kids. And even if they're kissing behind your back, the fuck? Let them motherfuckers kiss behind your back. I used to tell my son, listen, I don't give a fuck. People used to be like, oh, you think if you're not letting your son have female company, he's not smashing? I said, I don't give a fuck. He gonna have to sneak. He gonna have to creep. He gonna have to fuck in cars. He gonna have to fuck against a tree. Okay? I'm not making it easy for you to have an intimate setting. That was the problem I had with the picture. I didn't give a fuck who was in it. Okay? Yoga Girl Sign says, so separate from how they identify, two 14-year-olds don't need to be locking lips in public. And that is where the fuck I'm at. Everybody got clouded with the fact that it was two boys. I don't give a fuck. See? This is how, listen, Coffee with Friends, love upon your Black community. Let's talk to each other. Okay? Throw our various perspectives out here. Do better in the Black community amongst our own. We can't control Wade and what he's doing with his kids. But think about how we raising our kids. Okay? To me, I don't give a fuck. They don't need to be locking lips in public, especially in front of parents. They have to be respectful boundaries in front of adults. And that is where I'm at. And that is the problem I have with the picture. And that is exactly why I did not share the picture here. I did not want us to lose focus. All right. For me, the problem in the picture is that they are kids and they are sharing an intimate moment in front of adults at a young fucking age. Where are the boundaries? How are we raising our kids, y'all? And then when they get 16, hot flash, but y'all know. And they full out fucking and talking about threesomes and all kind of shit. Then we look inside out at our kids like, what the fuck happened? I'm not promoting intimacy. Now, I might let you invite your little friend at 15 out to dinner with us, but I'm not promoting intimacy. Okay? Oh, I love that, Protagonist. Hearts of Fire, look what Protagonist did for you. I stared at it for a minute. I was like, what is that? Good morning, Hearts of Fire. I love that. That's cute. All right. So Yoga Girl Side said, I agree. It's too young to be making such changes. Junior said, I think that's when kids identify who they are and how to move on. Okay. Okay. Hey, Heavenly Services. Oh, who said you be too strict with your child. They will rebel and sneak around. True. I wasn't that strict on my son. He was able to have his guy friends come over and play Atari, with PlayStation, whatever the fuck was out there, Nintendo, whatever. Right? But I didn't. My son was nasty. Okay. My son, okay, was doing, listen, he was doing shit at a young age that I didn't think about doing until I was an adult. So I had to curtail my son, trust and believe. But, I didn't have a problem with him dating when he got 16. But listen, my son was a handful. I had to monitor that shit. Okay. I know. That's why I said, ooh, I said that. I said I thought the last pandemic was the flu, but I didn't want nobody to come. And that was 100 years ago. I didn't want nobody to come for me because I've been wrong on here many a times. One reliable sin said, I think parents would have to gauge maturity when they're ready to date. They're going to do it regardless. In my opinion, as a parent, I try to keep that open dynamic. Okay. Various maturity levels. Okay. All right. Rashmi said, those kids are out of my tax bracket. So my comments stop right there. That's why I didn't make it about those kids. That's why I didn't share their picture. I didn't want to make it about those kids. That's why I didn't mention Wade's name. I didn't care whose kid it was. I'm just mentioning the scenario, as far as dating and what's the appropriate age, because I too didn't want to make it about them, right? Yoga Girl Side said, not mad at the boy and the girl because they the adults in their lives to be adults. Oh, you mean their parents. Okay. Yeah. Protagonist says, I wanted girls since I was like 5. So at 5 years old, you knew you wanted to be with girls? Damn. So my son can date once he can articulate those feelings and thoughts. Once he can articulate those feelings and thoughts. Okay. You said you started I'm lost. You started feeling it at 5. So at what age did you articulate those feelings and thoughts? Cuz not at 5. What age did you articulate those feelings and thoughts? Junior said, never an age for parents. We just do our best to love and accept our children. Okay. Okay. Good morning, Damaris. One reliable sin said, so that she knows she can talk to me, whether it's to vent or ask questions. I'm behind her 100. I hear that. See, when I started dating, like I said, my baby daddy, when I look at my life, I be like, my mother, I was really a good kid, but I really went out on a limb when I started dating my baby daddy. I was 13 and he was 17. It ain't right, y'all. It ain't right. But I was with him for many, many years after I had my child, right? And so, but still, what the fuck was I doing out there? And how the fuck did I meet a 17-year-old? I told that story on YouTube already. I can't. Rashmi said, yes, I will be the parent that gives the kids rides to the mall, movies, etc. Okay. I want to be the parent he can be open and honest with rather than him do dumb shit behind my back. Right. Right. And I don't see nothing wrong with that. Right. I don't see nothing wrong with that at 15 and 16. Right. Like my son openly dated, at 15 and 16. I just didn't allow him to have them in the house because every time I turned around, it was a new one. And I mean, I remember slamming the door and one's face talking about, wasn't you just here? My son he used to be like, Mom, I don't care. It's too many women. It's like a revolving door. I couldn't keep up. It was terrible. It was terrible. AG said if he was 15 and that picture was posted, it would be the same response. And that is my point, AG. And that's why I didn't show the picture, right? because I'm trying to figure out if people have an issue with the age or the dynamics of the relationship. Because it shouldn't matter. If you're saying your kid can date at 15, 16, it shouldn't matter whether it's same sex or opposite sex. Mercedes says, my mom would say every guy is a potential boyfriend. Every boyfriend is a potential husband. Every husband is a potential father. But sometimes they don't come in that order. Talk about it. Junior said no date. Okay. Johnny said they're not kids no more when they out my house and can take care of themselves. Oh, wait, so your kids gotta move before they date? What the fuck? They gonna be like Will and Jada's kids. They gonna move the fuck out at 15. Protagonist says, if I could go to the ball court with my boys at 10, then I could kick it with Shorty at 10. Okay, what do y'all think about that? Protagonist says, if I could go to the ball court, but who? Okay, question. These days and times, because when I was growing up, we hung outside at 10 years old. How many parents on here lets their children just go to the park at 10 years old by themselves? How many parents on here do it? Because I find these days in the suburbs, these parents, they drive their kids every the fuck where. Their kids be 17 talking about, I'm waiting for my mom to come get me. I'm like, what? Clutching my invisible pearls? I feel like I was running around the street at 9, 10 years old. Okay? Veronica Madison said, I could see you laying the Lord down with me. Oh, I could see you laying the Lord down with the pictures. Listen. Uhu said if they date at 14, definitely have a chaperone on deck. Definitely. And if I'm a chaperone, y'all still motherfuckers ain't kissing. The fuck? The fuck is going on here? No. Now, y'all could sit next to each other. Y'all, we could go to the movies and we can have dinner, but y'all not lip locking in front of me at 14. Because if I let y'all do that, the next minute y'all know, listen, I always had a saying. I have to create boundaries when it comes to certain shit. My son used to say to me, why can't I have girl company in the house? And I used to say, you know why? You know why? Because one day I'm going to come in the house. They're going to be, hi, Mrs. White. Hi, Mrs. White. And then eventually I'm going to come in the house and it's going to be, hi, Robin. And then the next time I come in the house and the bitch going to have my bathrobe on, she going to be scrambling you eggs in the kitchen. You got to fucking set boundaries. You got to set boundaries. Rashmi said, at Johnny, yes and no. My son will always be a kid in my eyes. Shoot, my 33-year-old brother is still 12 in my eyes. I definitely treat him like a kid. I can't help it. I said that about my son. I'm just starting to realize he's an adult. Okay. So Blessed said, yes, I love it. I'm an old school parent. No locking lips or any other inappropriate touching in my presence. The fuck? I'm just saying. But I'm okay with dropping you to the movies and taking you to dinner at 15 and 16. I'm good with that. Okay. Yoga Girl Side said, my previous comment makes no sense. Not mad at the boy and the girl because the adults in their lives need to be adults. That's what I knew you meant. It just read funny. That's why I said, the parents, right? So the parents, that the error in that picture, I agree, Yoga Girl Side, was on the parents. Right? We can't tell people how to parent their children, right? So I don't give a fuck if that's what they agree on, that's on them. But I just wanted to come to Coffee with Friends and see what y'all were thinking the appropriate age for these young babies to be dating. Like, what is, because we were young too. And I know, listen, like I said, I was out there at 13. I had a whole boyfriend. Okay? The fuck. Rashmi said these kids are different. Unfortunately, they put everything on social media, which is awful. Because, listen, when I told someone recently that my baby daddy was 17 and I was 13, they looked at me like, what the fuck? I was like, I know, right? When I think about it, I be like, oh my God, how the fuck did I do that shit? Right? Now imagine social media. That would have been a big fucking deal. You know how much shit we did back in the day that social media would have blew up and made a big deal out of? Baby. Protagonist said, okay, protagonist, that took me a long time as an adult. It took me a long time to do that in public. Protagonist said, at what age is it appropriate to kiss in public? What age is appropriate to kiss in public? I guess when you mm, I guess when you of dating age, right? Anybody want to answer that? At what age is it appropriate to kiss in public? If you are saying that 15 and 16 is an appropriate age to date, is that not when they kiss in public? The fuck? I think I had my first tongue kiss at like 11. I tried it. It was in Queens. I was on my way home from school, and this guy, I'm not gonna say his name in case he on social media, right? Cause I don't need him looking for me or no shit talking about, yeah, remember that kiss or whatever. And the way he kissed me, it was like a scene from a fucking movie. I swear my leg went up in the air and I tilted back or some shit. And we were in the middle of the street. It seemed so dramatic to me. I'm sure it wasn't like that, but that's how I remember it, y'all. I don't give a fuck. That's how I remember it. Hey, future Miss Eso. Hey, the cleaning queen. Ooh, who said my first kiss was at 8 years old? Who? What age was y'all first kiss? Mine was about 11. Tongue kiss was at 11. I think I did the in elementary school because we used to play hooky. And when I was going to PS1 156 in Queens, before the Burger King was built, when they were building the Burger King, we used to play hooky. You know, because they used to let us go home for lunch. So it wasn't really hooky, but it was like our lunch break. And we would go to the construction site and kiss. Sorry, Ma. I think that was in elementary school. So what was I, 10? I was up in age. So 9, something like that. I was up there. Because my elementary school went to the 6th grade. So I was 5th grade, 6th grade. I know I was up there. Glamour said, trafficking and snatching up kids. Nope, I got them. These are now dangerous times. Yes. Kids are not traveling by themselves no more. You know, human trafficking is real. Okay. Heart to Fire said, if old heads have problems processing all of the information going on in Alphabet City, the younger generation is way more open-minded as far as that is concerned. My oldest son is bisexual. Okay, but not at no 14 and 15. How do you know? You said your son is bisexual, but not at 14 and 15. What do you mean not at 14 and 15? Okay. Glamour said my comment was for going to the park alone for not playing outside. I'll be real close by. Right. So that was to the question when I said how many of you motherfuckers letting your kids go to the park at 10 years old? When I was young, we were running the streets 9, 10, the fuck, walking everywhere, doing everything ourselves. We were latchkey kids. But today, a lot of motherfuckers are dropping their kids off and everywhere, up into the teens. So Veronica Madison, you too was at the Burger King. Veronica Madison said, "Damn, you took it back. I love 2 blocks and I live 2 blocks from that Burger King. Yes, that before the Burger King was built, we used to go over there in the construction site and kiss." Johnny said, "My daughter and I have always had an open line of communication about everything. And when she started dating, she felt that she had to hide things from me. A whole mess. We was about to be on the news." Oh, right. So that's another interesting point. How do we create a safe space for our children to be able to come and talk to us about these things when they start to enter into the dating arena and things like that? You know, how do we make that safe space for them? Cuz look what Johnny said. Good morning, Mika. Yoga Girl Sai said also there needs to be a conversation about emotions, sexual urges, responsibilities for people, feelings based upon what you said and done, and the possibility of hurting someone or getting hurt. Damn, that's deeper than the birds and the bees. Damaris said at 16, My boys were able to have girls over, but they had to be in a room that I can see them. Okay. Well, I mean, again, right? 16, 15, 16 seems to be the age that people are comfortable with, right? Okay. Yoga Girl Sai said all of that goes along with reaching puberty and having sexual urges. Also, our society reduces intimacy to penises, vaginas, bum holes, tongues, etc. All the physical parts. Nothing is sacred. Right. Because on here, I always teach, as a part of teaching your kids birds and the bees, right? This is just a suggestion. Because I'm not a therapist and I'm not a certified life coach, but this is a suggestion. Okay. Teach them about intimacy, right? Not just about the birds and the bees. Well, intimacy can be a part of the birds and the bees, right? But again, like Yoga Girl Sai said, a lot of people, especially our kids growing up, they might just think of sex based on the sexual urges, based on the penis, based on the vagina, based on the asshole. But there's an intimate part of that. Let's teach our children that. Okay. Pat said, please tell me why children are allowed to date, especially when they can't pay for the date. Encourage group hangouts and date after 16 or when they can pay for it. They get allowance, maybe a summer job. Who knows? But that's a good point. How are they paying for it? Georgie says, sadly, to some people, their children are not allowed to date the same sex and live under their parents' roof. And so to me, that was the issue that people had with that picture. They wasn't focused on the age and how young we were as kids when we started dating, right? So the first thing I did was when I looked at the picture, I said, okay, they're 14 and dating. I was 13, right? The only problem I had was that they were sharing like that intimacy. Like that was too much for me. I felt like that was too elevated. Okay. Georgie said, wait, Will and Jada's kids moved out at 15? Well, yeah, Jaden, the son did. He bought his own house. I don't know about the daughter, Willow, but the son did. Georgie said, my kids can go out in front without me. Oh, they can go sit on the steps in the front of the house? Okay. Rashmi said, at Georgie, hell, I thought they were younger than that. Okay. Georgie said, I picked my kids up from 3 blocks away at the bus stop at 10 and 13. Then just started dropping them and picking them up myself from school. I'm overprotective. I find that many parents these days are. And I'm not saying y'all are wrong. Times have changed. Rashmi said, when I was 14, kissing my boyfriend in public, grown folks used to ride by in their cars and tell us to stop. So y'all were just out there willy-nilly just kissing in public. I can't with you. Get off my damn live. I swear. Oh my God. Good morning, Brads. I cannot. I mean, y'all kissing that long, motherfuckers telling y'all to stop. Oh my God, I'm dead. I'm so fucking dead. Protagonist says, my first kiss was 6 years old. Mrs. Smith class. Holla at your boy. At 6, now I'm gonna be asking my grandson questions because this is fucking ridiculous. I know my grandson is innocent. Okay. Oh my God. The first kiss stories. Funny. So far, we got Rashmi being screamed at by, well, that's not her first kiss, but her kissing at a young age in the street. Okay, we got the adults yelling at her to stop. We got protagonist kissing in kindergarten in the class, and he gave his kindergarten teacher a shout out. You had me in my first kiss. I felt like my leg went up in the air and I went back. I mean, these are just so hilarious. Okay. Johnny said, my kids know daddy don't play that. When it comes to my daughter, I'm like, nah, homie, I used to be you. And for my boys, I'm really like, nah, y'all came from me. So I know y'all need Jesus. At least you know what the fuck you working with. Damn it. Oh my God. Future Me CISO said there's nothing you could do about your child's sexuality. However, I don't think it's appropriate for kids to kiss in front of their parents. I didn't do it and my daughter didn't. Right. I even talked about how I was going to kiss at my wedding. When I got married to my first husband, I was like, what kind of kiss is this going to be? Right? Listen, I still don't cuss. Like, you know how I be dropping F-bombs and shit on here? But when my uncles are in my presence, when my uncles are in my presence, I don't. I don't be dropping F-bombs and shit. I be real conscious. There's certain shit we don't do in front of our adults. All right. Protagonist said, when I was a math teacher, my students used to trust me so much. They used to tell me things about their relationship as a mandated reporter. I was snitching. Damn it. Uhu said, all the stuff I did, Facebook would have put me up under the jail. And exactly. Exactly. Social media has changed things. All right. Definitely. Johnny said times have changed. When I was 9, 10 years old, I was navigating my way on the metro. Us. My kids barely go anywhere without a ride. Facts. Facts. Okay. Protagonist said grade 7 through 12, about 12 to 19 years old. Rashmi said, yes, AJ is innocent. He don't be paying no mind to these little girls, but they be paying him lots of attention. This one little girl follows him everywhere he goes during track practice. I was so annoyed. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. Well, guys, listen, it is 9:01. I just wanted to ask the question to see what y'all black folks were doing in your house with y'all kids, right? And listen, stop, don't be the motherfuckers that look at a picture like Wade's son and immediately judge based on the fact that it's same sex. Stop that. Like, times we have matured in these days and times, right? Look, Hearts of Fire was like, my son is bisexual. People are open about who they are. People are trying to be comfortable in their space. Okay. So for me, again, people don't, I'm going on record right the fuck now. And I'm saying it wasn't about the two boys for me. It wasn't. My concern when I saw the picture was, what is an appropriate age for our children to enter the dating arena, right? And do we think that intimacy in front of your parents is appropriate? And I say no. There has to be boundaries set. If you're okay with your child dating at 14, that's your motherfucking house, and I can't say shit about it. Okay? But set your boundaries though. The fuck? Like, and when you teach your kids the birds and the bees, make sure a part of the birds and the bees expands out to intimacy. Teach your kids what intimacy is. Right? Because we share intimate moments with our children. Sitting down, reading a book. Intimacy is shared amongst friends, parents to children, relationships. Teach them motherfuckers that. Okay? Teach them. The fuck? Protagonist said, by like 4th grade, I went on every Boston train by myself. These new kids only know Uber, Lyft. And not because I was scared to send my granddaughter in an Uber, Lyft by herself. Now she's 20, and I still track her. Like, I be like, you good? Like, whatever. Right. But she's traveling around on the light rails and the buses. But I'm okay with that now. But listen, times have changed. Right. But y'all know, if y'all are on IG, make sure y'all are giving me the hearts. Give me the hearts before we end the show today. If you're on IG, make sure you are giving me the hearts. Let me know that you are there, because I appreciate it. All right. And also on YouTube and Facebook, give me the thumbs up, like, comment, thumbs up, never the thumbs down. I see how many eyeballs I have on YouTube. I should have as many thumbs up as I have eyeballs, if not more. That would be creepy, right? But y'all know, go to the link in my bio and hit my link and follow me across YouTube. Y'all know, if y'all go to YouTube, hit subscribe, hit the bell. Okay? Make sure you are sharing my videos out. Give me some comments. Again, thumbs up, never a thumbs down. Facebook, IG, TikTok. All right. Make sure you are following me across all my platforms. I will be announcing the next Coffee with Friends After Dark. I'm looking through my calendar, trying to figure out when my next date is going to be. I already have my topics ready. All right. Coffee with Friends After Dark is a YouTube show. So make sure you are following me on YouTube. So when I go live with Coffee with Friends After Dark, you will get the alert. All right. And this is Coffee with Friends, and I promote loving up on your brothers and sisters. And I wanted to have this conversation today because, again, I see the podcast talking about it across different platforms, but I think the focus for some is wrong. Right? We need to get away from making our children feel uncomfortable about their sexual preference, right? And just start and continue. I'm not gonna say start, continue to attack topics from a general perspective as much as we can, right? This is all a way of giving our children a safe space. Okay? That is just my opinion, because protagonist. Thank you, protagonist. Protagonist says there's 11 of y'all on YouTube. 10 of y'all on YouTube, and I only got one like. Thank you, protagonist. And he's not even my moderator, right? There's 11 of y'all right now watching me live on YouTube. Okay, I should have 11 likes at least. Thumbs up, something. Y'all join me every day. All right, at least help a sister's platform grow. Help me break through the algorithms. You don't know how much I appreciate it. All right, we're going to see what the vibes are today that we're going out on. Let's see what we're going out on today, because y'all know I just love music. I don't want to hear that. Y'all know this is Coffee with Friends. Hey, and I'm Raw to the Bone. Monday through Friday, y'all, at 8 a.m., I'm here. Continue to show up. Drop me some topics that you might be interested in talking about. DM me or email me, rawtothebone@gmail.com. Very easy. Remember, the link is in my bio. If you want something from my retail shop, get yourself something. But if not, it's okay. Make sure you're giving me the hearts, and make sure you are giving me the thumbs up. Oh, you see 8 now? All right. Hey, Pat. Because people are leaving. But that's okay. Thank you, Pat. Now you see 8. See, Pat is doing good. Okay, I got moderators on here that I didn't even ask for. I appreciate you guys. And with that, I'm out. Tomorrow's another day. Hump day. Peace. Hey.